games come thick and fast over in the Vanarama National League as Solihull Moors enter this midweek's action. Top of the table alongside Notts County, who's going to take advantage in match number 3. We're going to take a look at that and more when now. Get into it. That's right, folks. Bounce giving a prediction video today. We look forward to match number 3 in this year's Vanarama National League, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe and bang up to all things National League related, Brother Rose related, world football related. We got it all here, boys, under one roof. Of course, I did bury the lead a little bit on that one. There's actually a whole host of them, 9 teams at the moment, top of the table, level on points, of course, and that magic number is 4 right now. But who's to, of course, take a full advantage this midweek to maybe even lead the table outright? We'll take a look at it, all of it, in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons, of course, but anyway, we're going to get into it right here, right now, because it's a busy old week. That's right, with the Vanarama National League, and we're talking about first and foremost the weekend's action, which included these results. So let's get into it then, shall we? Of course, take a look at these and see how I got on, how you guys got on, of course, where we are in the prediction league and beyond. So let's get cracking. Of course, kick it all off with what have we got going on there? We had Notts County 2-1 win. That was my pick. 2-2 in the end. Goodness gracious me, I was close to the money. We got Bromley with a 0-0 draw against Altrincham. I went with the 1-0 win for Bromley. Eastleigh did beat Wealdstone 1-0 in the end. I went with the 1-1 draw. Chesterfield with a 2-0 win was my call. 1-0 was the real bloody deal. Gateshead with a 2-2 draw against Barnet. I went with the home win on that one. Meanwhile, Woking did beat Dagenham Redbridge. Surprise, surprise. Haven will be happy on that one. Sorry. I went with the 2 win the other way. Halifax Town, they did lose to Torquay. Shockaroony there. I went there with a home win. Scunthorpe did lose to Maidenhead, another surprise there. Meanwhile, Maidstone United with a big 2-1 win over York City. On with a 0-0 draw. Solihull Moors could only draw with Southend. I went with the 2-1 win, but of course that pushes them in the mixer alongside Notts County at the top of the table. Meanwhile, Yeovil and Wrexham Deadpool FC drew 1-1 in the end. I went with the 2-0 win myself, and then Oldham did beat Dorking 3-2. I went with the 2-1 in the end. So realistically, I did pretty shit, in all honesty, in my picks. But it's not about me, guys. It's all about you. And of course, this is the table as it stands. And as you can see in my graphics, Solihull Moors are top, and if it was to end today, they will be them according to this graphic. Of course, your tables might vary. Of course, right. Notts County up there, Barnet up there, Chesterfield, Maidstone doing well, Boreham and Wrexham AFC making it in the mix in the top 7. And if it was to end, they would be in the playoffs. But of course, it's early days. Down the foot though, 4 teams could go down this year. 2 last year. Wow, was it 2 last year? Or was it 3 last year? But regardless, Southend are in that mix. So are Halifax Town. 2 teams I thought they would do really well this coming season. That's that. What about you guys then? Let's take a little look at this week's prediction league. Of course, Jimmy Watton, fantastic. 6 out of 12 there. Well done to you. James Beach FC are great. And the Sheriff Tiraspol fan is this, whatever that means. Of course, he is also up there in a joint second. That's the bronze medal spot. Oh, sorry, it's the silver medal spot. Let's take a look at the overall leaderboard now. I think I've done this right. Combine them all together. A lot of you guys are still mixing up and confusing me with the names. Stick with one name only. Don't change it. Don't change the uppercase, lowercase. Keep it as you were. Who else? Shepard knows the deal. Shane O'Donnell knows the deal. Just keep it as is. Don't change up anything, because it does add precious minutes onto a very, very busy week. Of course, it's a double match week today, so realistically, it's going to be a little bit crazy trying to keep up with these games. So Jimmy Watton is leading by the moment by 1 point, but it is early days, of course. That's the state of play there. If you want to get involved, it is easy. All you got to do is go to this link here, Cutley/non-league, and get amongst it. It's free. Just you go in, you put your picks in, click, and you're done. How's your father? That sort of stuff. Bish, bash, bosh. And hopefully I'll see you around next time around. But anyway, we're jumping at the deep end with these games now. These are the games coming at you this midweek. I think we're looking at Tuesday. I think that's pretty much it, really. Tuesday, August the 16th. In fact, one game does roll into August the 15th. So we're looking at the next video to be around about Wednesday evening or probably Thursday morning. But anyway, let's jump in the deep end with Boreham up against Aldershot coming at you this coming Tuesday. Played each other 14 times, 2015. 4 wins for Boreham, 6 wins for Aldershot, and we've got 4 draws, of course. Just 1 win and 6 over Boreham right now. 42% form. Up against the Aldershot side, who haven't won in the last 6. 25% form for them moving forward. Of course, last time around, though, in Boreham, it was a 1-0 win. It was back in, on my birthday, 20th of August. Remember that date, of course. Big win for them it was. In fact, the away side hasn't won this game since Aldershot beat Boreham back in 2019. So it's been about 3 or 4 years, give or take. Of course, Boreham with picking up a 2-2 draw against Notts County. And of course, the last away days, in fact, there wasn't away days. The last last match was a home match against Notts County. Aldershot with a 1-0 loss to Chesterfield. That was also on the road, so back-to-back away games for them moving forward. The odds here, 20-13 on is your Boreham. They are favoured to win this game, 3-1 is your on, 4-1 is your long shots. That's Aldershot on this, 2-0 win for me for the hosts. No problems. As Bromley up against Torquay, of course, coming at you as well, same day. 12 times they played just as 2015. 5 wins for Bromley, 4 wins for Torquay, 3 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat in the past 6 for Bromley right now. 58% form. Torquay, they're looking very, very good. Unbeaten the last 6 games. 75% form, winning 3 and drawing 3 over the last 6. Last time around, that over in Bromley was a 2-0 win for Bromley back in October 2021. And Bromley unbeaten against Torquay over the last 3. Pick up 1 win and a couple of draws to boot. In fact, Bromley have just lost once of the last 6 against Torquay. And that 1 defeat was in Bromley back in October the 10th, my wife's birthday, 2020. Meanwhile, Bromley coming into this on the back of a 0-0 draw against Altrincham. Torquay with a 1-0 win over Halifax and yet to concede a goal in the league. Looking at the odds here, 23-20 is your host, 13-5 is your draw, 21-10 is your away win. That is, of course, Torquay. Going to go with a draw here. Not sure which way this is going to lie, but of course, Torquay on the road will provide stiff opposition moving forward. Meanwhile, Eastleigh up against Dagenham coming at you same day. 11 times they played since 2016. 4 wins to Eastleigh, 5 wins to Dagenham, and 2 draws as well. Just 1 win to 4 though for Eastleigh right now. 42% form up against the Dagenham side. Have yet to win this season. Just one. What we're looking at here without a win in 4 now. 58% form moving forward. Of course, last time around over in Eastleigh, it was a 1-0 win for Dagenham. That was back in March 2022. And of course, Dagenham coming into this on the back of that 2-0 loss to Woking. Eastleigh with a 1-0 win over Wealdstone, of course, on their first match at home. We are the odds here. 60-5 is your host, 11-4 is your draw, 5-4 on is your Dagenham on this one. I'm backing, of course, a 2-1 win for Dagenham on the road to maybe get the first win of the season and maybe start to move in the chains, of course, pushing them forward a little bit. Meanwhile, Chesterfield up against Wrexham, the game of the day on the 16th of August. Played each other 16 times, 2003, 6 wins to Chesterfield, 5 wins to Wrexham, 5 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat though in the past 6 games for Chesterfield right now. 75% form. Up against the Wrexham side, just 1 defeat past 4, 42% form for them moving forward. Of course, last time round though in Chesterfield, it was a 2-0 win for Wrexham. That was back in the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022. All the 2s, baby, on that one. Wrexham unbeaten against Chesterfield over the last 3 and conceding just the 1 goal over the last 3 matches as well. Looking at the odds for this one, Chesterfield 11-4 for the victory, 13-5 is your draw, 2019 on is your Wrexham here. Going to go with a 3-2 win for Wrexham on the road. Big win for them and statement result. And again, which could be their year as they get promoted. Of course, they're still in the mixer, still early days, but let's see. I think they are the favourites and they're spending a lot of money as well. Gateshead up against Notts County, of course, coming at you as well. Same day, of course, Gateshead unbeaten in the last 6. Picking up just 2 wins over the last 6, 67% form for them, drawing 4, of course, and they haven't lost any of the last 11 home matches. Up against the Notts County side, just 1 defeat at the past 6, 67% form for them moving forward. Last time picture there was in the FA Cup back in November 2010. It was a 2-0 win for Notts County, but it was in Notts County. Of course, the hosts, Gateshead, coming to on the back of a consecutive 2-2 draws, drawing with Dagenham and Barnet as they've kicked off their season unbeaten. Notts County, of course, unbeaten as well, of course, but coming to this on the back of a 2-2 draw against Boreham. That was also an away day match just like this. The odds here, though, 20-10 is your Gateshead, 13-5 is your draw, 6-5 is your Notts County. I'm back in here, Gateshead, with a shock win, 1-0 win for them at home as they maintain their unbeaten start and also their unbeaten home form moving forward. Woking, that's right, Alexander Haben's Woking up against Scunthorpe, that's right, coming at you on the 16th of August. They never played each other, these two sides, according to my data, but Woking committed just 1 defeat past 5, 58% form for them. Meanwhile, Scunthorpe 1-3, lost 3 over the last 6, that's 50% form. Of course, Scunthorpe did open up with a 3-2, actually come into this on the back of a 3-2 loss to Maidenhead. Woking with a big 2-0 win over Dagenham at home, of course, which is the key ingredient on this one. Woking, of course, 7-5 for the victory, 5-2 is draw, 7-4 is your Scunthorpe here. Going to go with 2-1 win for Woking. Surprise, surprise. Scunthorpe are in a bit of trouble right now. They need to get out of this funk because they're supposed to be one of the powerhouses in this league. Another team also struggling, in fact, 2 teams also struggling, is Halifax Town and Southend. Both sides I anticipate to be up in amongst it towards the end of the campaign. They played each other twice in 2021, 1 win apiece moving forward. Halifax Town, though, lost 5 on their bounce, 8% form up against Southend, who've have also, without a win in the last 8 games, goodness gracious, 25% form for them moving forward. Last time played each other over in Halifax, it was a 3-1 win for Halifax back in September 2021. That was last season in the National League. Halifax Town with a big 1-0 loss to Torquay, yet to score a goal in the league. Meanwhile, Southend with a 1-1 draw against Solihull Moors. High-flying Solihull Moors last time around. The odds here, though, is 2019 on is your Halifax. They are favoured to win this game, 5-2 is your 14-5 is your Southend on this. 2-0 win for me for Halifax Town, taking it to the house. Meanwhile, Maidenhead up against Altrincham, of course, coming at you same day, same times. Of course, 16th of August. Played each other 4 times in 2020. We got nothing for Maidenhead, 3 for Altrincham and 1 draw. Maidenhead, though, winning 2 and losing 4 of the last 6, 33% form. Up against the Altrincham side, 25% form for them moving forward. Back-to-back draws heading into this. Last time round, though, over in Maidenhead, it was a 0-0 draw back in March 2022. Maidenhead, Maidenhead, though, haven't scored a goal against Altrincham over the last 4 occasions. Goodness gracious me. Altrincham, of course, winning 3 and drawing just the 1. Scoring 5 goals without return over the last 4 matches. Of course, Altrincham also comes on the back of a goalless affair against Bromley, and Maidenhead with a big 3-2 win over Scunthorpe to give themselves a win, at least 50-50 result so far in the campaign. 30-10 is your Maidenhead, 5-2 is your 15-8 is your Altrincham here. 1-1 draw for me. Cannot separate 2 sides. Can you let me know down below? Moving on to Maidstone, of course, up against Dorking. That's right, coming at you as well on the 16th of August. Pleasure the 6th time 2019. 1 for Maidstone, 4 for Dorking, and 1 draw. Just 1 defeat the past 6 for Maidstone right now. 75% form up against the Dorking side. Coming to us without a win in 3. 42% form over the last 6. Last time around, though, over in Maidstone, it was a 2-0 win for Dorking. That was back in October 2021 in the National League South. Of course, Dorking with a double over Maidstone last season and didn't score a goal, so it didn't concede a goal against them. Look at the odds for this one. 7-5 is your Maidstone, 7-4 is your Dorking, 13-5 is your draw. Quite tight. This one could go either way. Going to go with a 0-0 draw on this. Oldham up against Wealdstone. Let's get into this one then, shall we? At Boundary Park. That's right. Pleasure the never, of course, according to my eyes. Of course, Oldham coming to this on the back of an unbeaten run of 3 games, 42% form for them. That's winning 2 and drawing 1. Wealdstone, though, coming to this on the back of winning 2 and losing 2 over the last 4, 58% form over the last 6. They did lose to Eastleigh on the road last time round. Of course, Oldham with a big 3-2 win over Dorking last time round. The odds, though, for this one, 6-4 on is your Oldham, of course, 3-1 is your draw, and 50-4 is your away win. That is, of course, Wealdstone. Back in, of course, the Owls here, if that's their nickname, 2-0 win for Oldham to take it to the mix. Of course, Yeovil up against Barnet, of course, coming at you as the last game for Tuesday, the 16th of August. Played the 15 times since 2002, 7 wins for Yeovil, 3 wins for Barnet, 5 draws, just 1 win in 6 though for Yeovil right now, 42% form. Up against the Barnet side, just 1 win in 6 games. That's 25% form for them moving forward. Of course, last time around though, in Yeovil, it was a 1-0 win for Yeovil back in December 2021. Yeovil unbeaten against Barnet over the last 4 matches, pick up 3 wins and a draw to boot. Of course, Yeovil picked up a draw against Wrexham last time around, of course, at home, and Barnet with a 2-2 draw against Gateshead last time around. The odds here, we have 6-5 as your Yeovil, 5-2 is your draw, 210 is your away win. That is Barnet. I'm back in, of course, a Yeovil victory here, 2-1 win for them at home to take it to the house. And then wrap it up. We do have Solihull Moors up against York. That is on Wednesday, the 17th of August. Played each other 4 times since 2011. Nothing for Solihull Moors, 3 for York, and 1 draw, of course. 50% form for Solihull Moors right now, 1-2 lost 2 and drawn 2 over the last 6. York, though, just 1 win and 5 for them, 33% form for them moving forward. Of course, last time around in Solihull, it was a 2-1 win for York. That was back in April 2017. And like I said, they actually lost 3 in the bouts, have Solihull Moors against York. So not their best opponents, though. Solihull Moors unbeaten and do sit on the top of the table alongside a bunch of others coming into this on the back of a 1-1 draw against Southend. York, though, with a 2-1 loss to Maidstone. And again, I've just won 1-1 lost 1 so far this season. The odds here, 13-8 on is your Solihull Moors, 31-10 is your draw, and 4-1 is your York City on this one. Back in the home side here with a 3-1 win for Solihull Moors. That, my friends, is what I've got for you. And if I'm right, this is what the table will look like at the end of it. Solihull Moors outright. In fact, alongside Boreham, alongside Oldham, and alongside Wrexham at the top of the table. It is going to be spicy. It is going to be tasty. I think Oldham, Solihull Moors, Wrexham will be in the mix. Of course, Chesterfield, you can't rule them out. And of course, I do anticipate a couple of surprises as the season bubbles along nicely. And that, my friends, is what I've got for you. Be sure to get your own picks as well using the old link, _non-league. Free to enter. Get your name in lights. And again, we'll be back next midweek, I think about Wednesday, Thursday, for matchday number, what is it, 5? Something like that. The games are coming thick and fast, and that's what we're here for, to get the predictions in and, of course, crank up the levels in the prediction league ourselves. That's it. Of course, make sure you give us some love and smash the old thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check the links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. I'll see you, of course, midweek for the next one. But until then, we're done.